Spy movies nowadays go completely overboard. I like Mission Impossible, I just think that the stunts pulled off are just incredibly over the top. Don't they have any spies that are good for all the wrong reasons? That's what this list is all about. It's about those spy movies where the agent is clearly not good, but stumbles to all the right clues, creating laugh out loud moments. So if spy comedy movies are your jam, then watch these movies. By the by, I'm the movie guy and let's start this list. Number 5, Burn After Reading. Written and directed by the Coen brothers, this had to be on this list even though it's not their best work. Starring familiar favorites like Brad Pitt, Frances McDormand, George Clooney, and others, it's about two gym employees who discover a disc with important CIA information and they try to sell it. They want to sell it to the Russian embassy, but they meet a person who is actually a spy, and that's when things go sideways. Now this movie loses a few points for being basically a thriller with comedy elements. I wasn't also that impressed with the actors, like Brad Pitt was fine, but Frances seemed a bit out of the zone. Still, it's a great watch. Number 4, Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. Even those who do not like Mike Myers have to agree that he has had a contribution to comedy. This film follows Dr. Black, played by Mike Myers, as he has invented a new time machine which he uses to go back to 1960 and leave Austin Powers shagless. It sounds completely bonkers, but it is just so funny. It actually is the sequel to International Man of Mystery, and it is just a parody of James Bond movies, but it does stand on its own 2 feet. I like that this movie knows what it is. It's just a spoof that works well because of Mike. From the halfway point though, the film doesn't really have a direction and it just drags. Number 3, Spy Hard. Another one who has had an impressive contribution to comedy is Leslie Nielsen. He has had some of the most quotable scenes out there, and his movies are generally hilarious. Spy Hard is not one of his better ones. Dick Steele is assigned to stop General Rancor from destroying the world. Now this movie is plagued for a couple of reasons. First of all, the directing of Rick Friedberg is uninspired, and so is his story. But it has some truly laugh out loud moments, and Leslie Nielsen is just as brilliant as ever. I admit that putting it at number 3 might be an overstatement, but I think people should rewatch this movie because it definitely is not terrible. Number 2, The President's Analyst. James Bond has been one of the most important works of cinema. How else would you explain the amount of spoof that it has influenced? The CEA and the FBI have to scramble and retrieve a stressed out presidential shrink after he runs away because he could be abducted by foreign intelligence agencies. Theodore Flicker wrote and directed the picture, and his direction is electric, and the script has those LOL moments that this list is all about. The tongue-in-cheek comedy works because of James Coburn's performance. He impresses with his deliveries. A lot of the comedy is directed at politics, and the satire just works. It might be an old one, but it will make you laugh. Honorable mentions, Get Smart and I Spy. I always like giving credit to the movies which give me ideas for the list, so Get Smart and I Spy make their way to this list as honorable mentions. While both of them cannot brag about having an interesting story, it's the performances of Steve Carell in Get Smart and Eddie Murphy in I Spy which earns them any enjoyability points. Still, if I was to choose between these two, I would go for Get Smart. I think it is the better, funnier film. Number 1, Spy Kids. Don't be deflated, this is a great movie. With the help of some gadgets, 2 kids have to save their spy parents from an evil enemy. It sounds so easy to get into, and it is. Directed and written by Robert Rodriguez, the man behind great action films like Desperado, it's one that's going to surprise you. Robert Rodriguez's familiar castings include Antonio Banderas, Danny Trejo, but it is Alan Cummings who wins the acting showdown as Figan Floop. And yes, it is a better film for kids who will probably not get enough of it, but is one of those that parents can have fun too. It might sound like a weird pick, but Spy Kids is funny, it's got spies, and it is underrated. What are some of your favorite spy comedy movies? Let me know down in the comments. While you are there, press that like and subscribe button. Press the bell to get notifications every time my videos get uploaded. And until next time, keep on watching movies, guys.